What up, gamers? Vince here, and today I thought I would talk about and go through the software that I use to give motion and animate my VTuber model here, and that is Webcam Motion Capture. So I've been using this software for around a month and a half now, maybe almost 2 months now, and with that experience, I do feel pretty comfortable now to, make this video here for those who are curious to just see how all this magic here works. But yeah, if I were to give an elevator pitch for this software, it will be that all you need is a webcam to capture your motion, especially with the hands here, which I think is a really cool thing to do. Yeah, you do not need any expensive equipment like a leap motion to track your hands. No, all you need is a webcam, which is a really cool and cheap alternative if you do want to track something like that. So, yeah, guys, with that said, let's begin going over this software, webcam motion capture. So we'll begin on their website over here, which is webcammotioncapture.info. I'll also link it down in the comments below. But yeah, what you'll want to do first is just scroll down until you see the download section over here. And yeah, depending on your operating system, either Windows or Mac, you'll want to click on the link to start downloading the webcam motion capture.zip file and then unzip that file. And within that file, you'll want to run the webcam motion capture.bat file, and then to Windows should pop up. But if you're running this for the first time, from my experience, it may warn you that running it might be harmful. And from my experience, I have not seen any viruses or malware so far. So yeah, I mean, from my experience, it seems pretty okay to run. Just know that that is a thing. So yeah, guys. Once you open it up, we'll begin just taking a look with the software here. So I've disabled my VTuber model here for demonstration purposes. But yeah, like I said, when you run the software, you should have two windows up. The smaller one here is the webcam motion capture, where you can see your webcam and just see how it captures your movements and motion. And then you got the bigger and main window in which you'll be capturing this window in like OBS or something to show your VTuber model. And that is the webcam motion receiver window in which you'll see your VTuber model try to mimic what you do in the webcam. But yeah, when you start up the software, you'll be greeted by this login screen. And the way you have an account here is by making one on their website and also by also by paying them too, either by a monthly fee or a one-time fee. But you can also try this software here for free. Down over here, you can press the try for free button, but the catch is that you cannot hide the UI here. So all the text and the overlays and all this stuff over here, you cannot hide it. And so, yeah, if you do plan to make some videos using this software here, it is probably in your best interest to spend some money. And we'll talk more about the pricing later on. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go back to the login screen and just log in so that I can clearly, just showcase what this software can do. So back into the login menu here, we'll be using an email address and password that is associated with an account that has been made. But yeah, because I've done this before, I can just log in right away because it does save my information every time I start up the software. But before I do log in, I do want to make some disclaimers here. Number one, I will not be showcasing every setting and feature for this software, mainly the ones that have to deal with optional external software like Blender, VC Face, and White.io, stuff like that. This software does have some compatibilities with those, but I'm not going to be showcasing those because I don't really have much experience with that stuff, and I just want to focus on the settings and features that this software can do without those. And number two, I'm going to be focusing on the settings and features for version 1.7.3. I say that because this software does get updated a lot and very often. And so the older that this video gets, the more different that it might look in the far, far future when you're watching this video here. So with that said, let's log right in. And to make sure that we are logged in into a paid account, let's go and press spacebar to hide the UI because we should be able to do that. All right, there we go. So yeah, we can hide the UI so that for the recordings and live streams, we don't have those texts in the way. Let's go and bring it back up. Okay, next up, let's get the webcam working so that we can control our VTuber model. Let's go and bring up the webcam motion capture window here. And yeah, just right off the bat, I just want to hide the webcam here by turning on that checkbox here to hide the webcam. Because I don't feel like showing my face. But yeah, number one, you need a webcam. If you don't have one, then this whole software here is pretty much useless to you. It is called webcam motion capture after all. And number two, once you have your webcam connected to your PC, you do want to choose the slots where your webcam is. And you do have three different slots: 0, 1, and 3. So it looks like 0 doesn't work because if it did, I would be able to see some movements here. Just go and choose 1. Hey, the 1 does have it. I can control my VTuber model. And 3 should not have it because I only have one webcam on my PC right now. Yep, it's just frozen. Now, just in case that these 3 does not work at all, but you do have a webcam connected to your PC, what you can also do is press preferences and then use direct show. Press that to deactivate it and then just go through these slots again. So right now, number 3 is highlighted and selected, but it doesn't work. What about number 1? Number 1 does not work. What about 0? All right, so yeah, 0 does work. So once again, if it doesn't work the first time, go to your preferences and uncheck use direct show and just go through the whole slots again with the webcam until you find it. But yeah, that's how we can get the controls working for the webcam here. So next up, let's talk about the settings on the top left over here, which has to deal with the positioning of our VTuber model. So you can rotate it left and right, you can rotate it up and down, you can move it to the left or the right of the window here, and you can adjust the height of your model, which pretty much means move it up and down, and then you can zoom out and in of your VTuber model here. So yeah, pretty much the positioning if you do need to mess around with that for some reason. I think for me with my model, I do need to rotate it to make it look like I'm facing forward for me. So yeah, like that. Yeah, before I would look like I'll be looking up. But yeah, that is the top left settings. And then the bottom left settings over here are the filters for the body and face. And this is pretty much like with your webcam, like how it picks up and captures your movements. This here pretty much blends in the accuracy of your movements and the smoothness of like for your VTuber model here. So let's go ahead and just go all the way to the left here, in which this will focus more on the accuracy of your VTuber model, I would say. I see that because it does capture my hand movements like instantly. So yeah, if you want some instant recognition with the your hand movements and all that, um, try to turn it down over here. But if you think it looks really weird, because like, yeah, like my eyes over here looks really jittery. And yeah, let's also turn this down to my face filter. You can even see my mouth like just be very snappy. And yeah, if you don't want to look like really hyper like this, you do want to try to move the slider here to the right, in which it will try to smooth things out, but it will try to smooth things out way too much where it'll be really slow if it's all the way to the right. And so you do want to find the balance over here. And I think the default setting, I believe, is 0.76. And I think around point 0.5. Yeah, I think the default settings are just pretty much fine where it does look really natural and you can still do some accurate hand movements with this setting over here. Now we do have some extra settings for the filters on each of them. For the body, we can mirror our VTuber model or not. Like with the mirror on, if I raise my right hand, yeah, this model will raise her right hand. But with the mirror off, if I raise my right hand, yeah, her left hand will raise, her left, not like my left. um, but yeah, I like to keep it on because I like to keep it matching up with my yeah, just my movements. But yeah, for this next part here, this is the external software part. So if you check this on for the receive external blend shape, you can try to get wide IO here working and connected with it. Like I said before, I'm not going to be touching that because I have no idea how that works. But if you want some other facial expressions other than this, you can press this, and then you do have some custom keys that you can do um, to show different facial expressions. So yeah, the default ones go from F1 to F7. So if I press F1, that should be pretty much the same, the default one. F2, I'm like more happy. F3, I'm a bit more pissed off. Yep, I'm really happy with F4. F5, I'm kind of worried. F6, I'm kind of surprised. F7, I make that little that really I don't know, that annoyed face or something. But yeah, I don't believe this works if I'm unfocused. Let me try. I'm not focused right now. Nope, it just okay, it just brings up like a whole thing. Windows Microsoft Edge just opened up. Okay, so yeah, it seems like you do need to be focused on the yeah, the software here for it to work. I haven't really tried out with the custom keys, but um yeah, for the default keys though, it does not work unless you are focused into it. And moving on to the top middle over here, you do see the send to external app. This is the yeah, the external software thing that I talked about earlier. Not going to touch on that too much, but I believe if you check this, this will change some of the menus over here, and you can change some other settings here to make it work with like VC face if you want to use that instead. But yeah, not going to touch that because I don't know how that works. So moving on the top right, you got the load VRM, which yeah, if you make any models, any VTuber models in Vroid Studio, in which that's what I use to make my VTuber model, then yeah, you can choose a file on your computer and you can load it in to make it appear over here. In which yeah, let me go do that right now. Okay, I just loaded my model. Let me go and just adjust the heights because I'm very tall for some reason. All right, so yeah. Hey, it's me again. All right, I'm back. So below the load VRM option here is the background. You can choose to have an image or color or transparent so that when you're doing a window capture in like OBS or something, yeah, it will not show black. It will actually just be transparent. So you don't have to worry about like chroma key and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the background there. And then all the way on the bottom right here, you can set the window size. This is the size for when you like fully like max it out with this. Um, but you can also adjust it to some other size if you need it for that for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. But let's just say that we like our settings like all that it is right now, and we want to save it because yeah, every time we do log in, it just resets back to that one girl and all the other default settings here. But yeah, if you want to go back to those settings right away really fast, what you can do is on the bottom right over here, you can choose out of 5 different user setting slots, choose one of them and then press save. And so that the next time that you want to yeah, configure everything really fast again, all you have to do is select the slot and press load, in which yeah, I can do right now for my other VTuber model. Yep, there it is. So yeah, these are the settings that I use. I should probably maybe set this to 76. Maybe that'll be better for in the future. I have no idea. But yeah, let me go and just save that right now. All right, so yeah, the next time we load it, it should be at 76. So yeah, that's mainly the main settings here that you can use. Yeah, not a lot of settings, but it is just something to, get you by, I would say. And the last feature I want to showcase is also a pretty neat one, and that is where instead of using your webcam to control your model in real time, you can instead use a video of yourself to control your model over here. And the reason why you might want to do this is because let's say that your PC is not strong enough to control your model in real time with a webcam. So instead, you can just go to the webcam motion capture window again and go to the video section. And what you would do here is press the open video button over here to choose the video of yourself. Normally, I would say you would want to just yeah, like maybe record on your phone so it doesn't use any computer power, and then transfer that video into the PC, and then you would choose that video to transfer into the software for it to be used to control the VTuber model here. And then yeah, the output folder over here is where you would choose the folder to store that data, because if it's a really long video, then you might want to maybe reference it back by pressing existing project, and yeah, you can just choose that folder really fast again. But yeah, I don't really use this feature a lot because I like to record in real time with my webcam. But yeah, I thought I would just show this off really quick. But yeah, let me go and select my video over here. And so yeah, this is the video that I chose. I just made a really quick video of like a video of myself just moving around and stuff with my arms and face. And yeah, this is the folder that I'll be doing to store my data and all that. And so yeah, we just press process here and it will show a progress bar here. Now I'm gonna move this bar away from the screen because once it's done processing, it does show like the video itself and it might show my face and I cannot hide that video. So I'm gonna move that out of the way and just wait for it to be done processing. All right, so it is done processing for me. So because I decided to not show this menu here, instead I'll just describe to you guys what it looks like. So it is pretty much just the same menu, but there's been stuff added to the bottom where you got a preview of your video that you chose, and it's also laid out like a media player where you got your play and pause. So let me press play right now, and you'll see that the video here is actually controlling my model. So yeah, you guys see that? Yeah, it doesn't seem like the sound works with this. I did talk in the video, but I don't really hear anything on my end. But yeah, that's not me with my webcam right now. That's my video that I recorded, and it's controlling my VTuber model right now and just counting. So yeah, that's how it works. Um, that that pose at the end there. I'm gonna pause it right there. So yeah, you can use a video instead to control your VTuber model instead of using the webcam right here. So yeah, guys, that was the webcam motion capture software, all the settings and features that I know of. And yeah, that's pretty much like what I use to do all this VTuber stuff. And I guess the final thing that I will say is, well, yeah, a few final things is one, it does seem like from my experience, this software does need a constant internet connection because one time I got disconnected from the internet and then it just kicked me out back into the login menu. So if you don't want to get interrupted in the software, you do need a stable and constant internet connection. And number two is the pricing. So there is a subscription and a one-time fee. The subscription is $1.99 every month, and the one-time fee is $69.80. Nice. But yeah, there's some pretty cool things with these stuff, with these payments. With the subscription, you can actually join their referral program. You got to make sure you pay first to be able to get a code for the referral program. And every time you do share the code and someone uses it, you get one free month of the webcam motion capture stuff of the subscription, which is a pretty good deal in the first place, man. $2 I think is pretty good. But also, with the total amount that you paid for the subscription, that amount will get deducted for the one-time fee. So let's say you paid 2 months worth of webcam motion capture. So that's like $4. So instead of the 69.80 with the one-time fee, it'll instead be $65.80. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal with the monthly stuff at least. So yeah, I definitely recommend this software. I've been using it a lot. I think it's a really cool way to have hand tracking and all that. I do know there's some other softwares that also try to do it as well. I know with Magic Mirror, you guys might want to look into that. But for me, I'm gonna stick with yeah, webcam motion capture for now because I don't know. It's newer. It does get updated a lot, so I do want to see where this software goes. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the software, if you guys like it or not. Yeah, definitely would like to know because maybe there's some other programs better than this that maybe I might use in the future. So yeah, hopefully this video was informative to you guys and maybe give you guys some behind the scenes of like how I, do this stuff. Yeah, just pretty much the software. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. That's game.